Hey, oh, hold on. I always forget. I need to refresh the TikTok chat every time I go live. TikTok. Anyway, let's get to it. A calculated evolution. Feel examining the card scanner. Right, I'll get this door open. Ooh, smooth as silk. Let's head inside and see what awaits. Gods above, isn't that? The key to interdimensional fusion. There looks to be a schematic on the monitor. And they've used it to make another key, but isn't it missing the shard inside like the one John has? Ah, we may have been laboring under misconception. The key was originally a Milala relic. Once this treasure came into its possession, preservation began working to harness the power to cross dimensions. Aside from the crystal, we could see that all of us components were constructed here, so what might that tell us? The crystal itself is the key. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. It is as my parents explained. The key remained a shard of mystery. Preservation augmented it with electro, but never grasped the technology's underlying principles. To this day, not a single person understands the mechanics of interdimensional fusion. Not who imbued the key with its power, not when they did so, nor why. Now it makes sense. Calyx could track the key because its vessel is made by preservation. I believe there is much we may learn in this room. On our next visit, I'll have to enlist your sole assistance for a thorough investigation. I too am curious about a great many things, but pinning down Calyx's whereabouts is our priority. Hopefully there's a security card here that grants access to the director's office. The research conducted in this lab appears to have been highly confidential in nature. Some of the personnel must have belonged to the organization's upper echelons, and that means higher security clearance. We should spread out and look for any cards they left behind. Remember, anything less than a level 3 is no good to us. All right. Wheeled shelving unit now. Oh, just for some security guard. Well, that's a stroke of luck. Let's have Shell examine to be sure. There's... I swear, if that's it... Because, put it this way, well, it's a cabinet, right? People will put it, you know, in places they think it's safe. A storage crate wouldn't work. The wheel shelving in it... it can get lost, you know, it can run off. But a stable cabinet drawer... I have my cosmic card in the desk drawer. Alright, it's just a cosmic card. Nothing too odd about it. So, that makes sense, right? I'm thinking, okay, I have a card in a desk drawer. Maybe they put it in like the cabinet drawer. So I look there. If I actually got the security key just now, it'll be a perfect. Well, if it's exactly what we needed. Nice work, John. Yeah. Oh, a level 3. That should get us into the director's office. So what was it you were hoping to find there again, Shell? You were saying that a certain device is going to help us? Right, I haven't properly explained myself, have I? I'm looking for a data relay. After you discover this ostensibly abandoned complex, I performed the cursory investigation which detected a connection to an outside network. When I traced the data's routing, I confirmed traffic from a web of Everkeep's security cameras. Considering the way Cax is always one step ahead of us, we must assume he's quietly seized control of the city's surveillance system and has been using it to monitor activities, to monitor what you, as a key holder, are planning. You know what I could do? And it would be hilarious as fuck to do. It's not going to be what we do. You can take the key to the 1st or the 13th and leave it there. We can, like, say, take it to the 1st, into the Crystal Tower, or the 13th, give it to, Zero, or whatever her name is. And we leave it with someone we trust, right? Graha's granddaughter, Reem, Gaia, etc. We could also just take it straight into the ethereal sea and just dump it in the deepest, darkest depths. Like, give it to, like, Hades, Hysteus, you know, the old guard, as it were, right? We'll give it to the Convocation. There are so many ways we can just get out of it and be like, I don't got it anymore, my guy. Sucks to suck. Because interdimensional travel is difficult. And, ayo, ain't no one gonna stop at Hades if we give it to Hades in the ethereal sea, right? Like, and it'd be like, bro, no. He'd be like, boom! Just obliterate Calyx, just... And Calyx will just go boom. Just make him explode, it's just like, ha 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 ha! I love how in a lot of media, like even in Supernatural, they do that. It's a snap and a spell is cast, or whatever. It's so cool. I love it. Above scouts know the recipient of this transmission, the flow of data is like a river that we can follow back to him. Which is why I need the data relay. If I can analyze the device and see where it's rerouting all the surveillance traffic, then you can pinpoint Calyx's position. That said, he has done nothing to impede our progress, which makes me think I might be entirely on entirely the wrong track. Or, conversely, you're on the right track and he wants us to come to him so that he can steal the key, which is why we should take it to one of the other reflections. Maybe the reason he isn't stopping us is because he can't. Back in the old castle, Calyx said he was measuring John's strength. What can he possibly dream up that's stronger than him? Fair. Oh, speaking of cameras, there was another thing I meant to mention. I found evidence that someone deliberately disabled the surveillance feed in this room. The most recent recording was also crudely deleted. I was able to restore data though, if you'd like to see it. Let's go! Yeah, let's do it. I'll start the show then. Let's go, let's see it!
Are you really planning to leave?
Yes. The idea of eternal life. It's begun to frighten me. struggle to renounce our conventional wisdom. Death is the means by which life prunes its branches, leaving the trunk to grow strong and tall. We die so that our species may flourish. What would become of mankind were we to halt that process? If unending stagnation is the fruit of our labor, then perhaps we strive for the wrong thing.
Bro, where's this man's eyes?
Your argument is a rejection of Master Calix's vision.
I suppose it is. Perhaps such dread would not plague me, were I capable of sharing his perspective on the subject. But I cannot. He and I are too different, in too many ways. I lack his extraordinary genius. I had no illness threatening to cut my life short, no singularity of will to cut away all distractions and focus solely upon research. I have nothing but respect for his determination. The way he overcame his prognosis and seized the means to transcend death itself. But I'm not convinced that this obsession with living is the right path. That's why I've decided to leave preservation and put all my effort towards building a legacy for the next generation to come. Surely you...
He killed her. Yeah, saw that coming.
Protocol, you understand. There can be no exceptions.
Oh, he's not attacking, so he didn't delete it properly. Interesting. She only wanted to leave, and he executed her. I checked the images against the personnel data, and the man who pulled the trigger was Director Demetrius himself. Everything I could find on him pointed to deep infatuation with Master Calix. The director is a psychopath. Great. Explains the hairstyle. The cameras room have been out of operation ever since that incident. Given that the recording was erased, I can only assume he's trying to conceal his grisly deed from the other researchers. I'm not surprised, given how my parents described their defection from the Institute. They spoke of rushing me through a portal even as Preservation's agents closed in on them. I dare not ask what became of them after that, but if it turns out they were captured by their pursuers... I mean, we know they're dead. We know... Right, the echo. Knowing you saw them as they were, your words give me great comfort. Oh, cryo. Yeah. We're not Fiend. Thanks to the haven of living memory, I was at least able to meet my parents and learn what they stood for. It is enough for me to carry on. Good, good. Even now, we don't know how the conflict unfolded between your parents and Preservation. But what we do know is that your mother and father cleverly expunged every last trace of their movements. To make sure no one could cross into the source or threaten their child's safety. Alright, let's press on, shall we? This tale behind the key deserves a fitting conclusion. To the director's office! This music reminds me of the final area in like Coliseum and XD, where it's like really like boom. when you're about to like fight the final boss and shit. Oh god. Scam, blah 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 blah. Level 3. Shale took my other cards. She a thief. You hold the level 3 security card. This cannot. There we go. Let's head inside. Now to find that data relay. And don't be shy. Everyone speak up if anything odd catches your eye. John, come with me. I might have need of that security card. I don't want to come with you. Something odd, something odd. Oh, that's funny. Hey, look! Triple monitor setup. Though. It's, not... The middle monitor is like the size of like 2.5 of the other monitors. So it's like 16 by 9 vertical, 16 by 9 vertical, and then this one's like... I mean, it could just be 16 by 9 horizontal, just bigger. Yeah, it'd be like, what, 1.5 of the sizes? Something like that. Either way, we got a big boy. Mine are... The 3 bottom ones are like all the same monitor, so they're the same size. You know, there's something I wanted to do, so I'm gonna do it right now. Okay. P540? I'm trying to see if I can get all 4 of my monitors. Onto one, just so I can show you guys what it looks like. All right. And number 4. I know I'm just like stopping the stream just to do this for like the meme factor, but like whatever. Studio mode and this. It's not literally what I see. It's not literally what I see, but because I obviously have the first 3 in a line. Like the OBS monitor. The social medias are to my right, and then this is up top. But yeah. That's it's Mind Malice and Wavelink are above the center monitor. But that's more, the fact that you could just do that is hilarious. Anyway. The answer wasn't connected to any outside network, so it can't be the data relay I'm looking for. This office is also smaller than the map suggested. Positive for the right room, what am I missing? Sergeant, could I ask you and the others to search the office for any clues to this infuriating puzzle? Yeah, sure, just give me a second to your boy's dying. Mostly because I just took my my anxiety meds like right before stream because I forgot to take it in the morning. Check the books. Yeah, terminals in the Pro Lab, the Digital Lab, and the Director's office. It's just a coffee maker? Come on, man! Oh, such a basic drink. Amongst other personal effects you find, what is perceived next data tablet? Designated for ether reclamation processing. Yikes. Rejected resignations of 2 Malala researchers. Major incident details in the report. Those 2 in Malala broke with the preservation absconded the key. Though the fugitives have since been caught and eliminated, we were too late to recover the relic. The only reason we retained our flesh to serve Master Calyx's physical instruments to conduct experiments. Probably the object of our research, our existence serves no further purpose. I dare not imagine the depths of his disappointment in me. The bars just ether, which will be allocated for further experimentation. Will be subject to Master Calix's discretion if he doesn't. They were not deserving of eternal life. We will proceed with mountain corporeal dissolution. As long as the key remains in the physical world, it must keep this complex in pristine condition. Whether it be needed for experiment or otherwise, it must be ready to support future operations in whatever capacity Master Calix requires. To then, the facility will be maintained in stasis mode. Furthermore, a critical component for secure room access will be stored separately to defend against unauthorized entry. Open the locker. Open the doors! I regret opening it. It contains nothing of note. You quietly shut the locker door. What happened? Ugh, T-Tog disconnected. Hold on. There you go. Dude, I want to try that again. That's just so funny. Boom. That sound effect is just funny. It's like, nope. It is disturbing as fuck. Galuja! What do you count? Books in them. I would have filled them with snacks. Oh, but maybe the books are hiding something. I'll check. Okay, okay. Have you found something? Thank you. I misplaced soap, was it? Misplaced. A poorly hidden note. With instructions for accessing secure no less seems we need an enter password on 3 different terminals at the same time. There's no such room marked on the map, was there? No, a precautionary measure, no doubt. And if passwords are involved, expect the access lift itself is concealed too. Concealed? By electrope, you mean? Ah, could it be that wall? I thought it seemed odd when I walked past. Remember when Kafka used to say, Shale? Never trust an electrope surface. You could pass right through electrope. True, it never had that property in my time. John is having a little fun, I think. What we mean is electrope can project a false appearance. Yeah, yeah. I could also just walk right through it, in general. Speed's upset. In which case, it shouldn't be too hard to disable. Yeah, just blast it with some light ether. Another door! I managed to activate the projection, but the lock is another story. Did I know Leo the password protocol? I said we'll go ahead and try it. I agree. 2 people should prepare the lab terminals for input while the rest of us look for passwords here in the office. I'll take the proto lab. Then I'll take the Deutero lab. Actually, might be better if you stayed, Sphene. Your knowledge of Alexandria and its people could be needed here. Yes, you're right. If the passwords are hiding many clues, that may be something I can help with. I can help too. I've lived my whole life in Alexandria, after all. Yeah. I will take the Deutero lab duty then. We can keep in touch via communicator to match our timing. John, you shall have the honor of entering the office password. Once you've determined what we need to input, take your place at this terminal and stand by to guide Wuklamot and Kryl through the process. You know, there was this display plate over there, the one with the gems. I thought since it was made of electrope, it might have some other purpose. Eh? But there's a missing gem. Where can I find any switches or buttons to make it do anything? Maybe you can figure it out. I mean, there's clearly a piece missing. Hmm. The blue as a sapphire, the red gem as a garnet. Also appears to be an empty slot for the jewel to fill. The looks it found a cube puzzle made of electrope. It's probably just a toy, but maybe. Ah, yes. You got it. Let's see, if I move this bit, then connect the circuit to that one. There! Huh? There's something inside. Oh, it's a Brigadier stone. I think it might be Alexandrite! They say these gems were so treasured in the past that they named the kingdom after them. Here, you should hold on to this one just in case. The boy? The boy king? Try to insert the yes. It's a circuit. The gemstone fits snugly into place. Almost immediately afterwards, the glowing lines of a diagram appear on display, accompanied by a short phrase. Funnily enough, this diagram does actually look familiar. It's the complex. A floor plan of this complex. I need to upload the JPFGO anniversary polls and stuff. It's continuously on display your eyes that these shapes correspond to the rooms of the complex in which you now stand. Maybe related to the answers you're looking for. Words appear to be handwritten. Yes, I knew that you would come in handy. Let me see. Heed the stones. This must be about the special meanings Alexandrians have for gems. It's an old belief, I think, where each type of gem means something different. I bet if you ask XIV, she could tell you more about it. After all, even her name comes from a gemstone. Really? Meh. But I don't want to. Deuterolab? Protolab? The director's office. Okay. Okay, let's talk to Steve. Know-it-all witch. Yes, if you have questions, you need only ask. While it's taught that there is a cause of protection, it is incident also the origin of Alexandria's name. Or I think it has something to do with passwords. And Sapphire and Garnet as well, you say? Yes, they all have meanings. As I said, protection, Sapphire, honesty, and Garnet, devotion. We try these words and terminals and see if they're accepted. I certainly hope we're right. We're all set to go here. We'll climb out crowd, just waiting on their passwords. Start with the climb out in the Pearl Lab. Where should she enter? Protolab is honesty. Devotion. Protection. Right, we have all three passwords ready now to enter them at the same time. Initiate Hackermans. Hackerman's protocol successfully initiated. Opening doors. Yes! Oh, I'm so glad that worked. Skiro is the only place we've yet to search. If they realize anywhere, it has to be there. We'll invite you as soon as Wukalama and Crowd rejoin us. I want to play a Spider-Man game. Wait, I've played all the 3 of the ones that are like on PS4/PS5. Oh no! I do need to go back though. I believe Spider-Man 2 has some stuff I haven't done yet. I'm not sure about things. I believe I finished Miles Morales. Alright, about time to board the lift. See what awaits us. Okay, let's stop now. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of screens.
This terminal doesn't look special to me, but this is definitely what we're after?
It is. But whether or not it will suffice for our purposes is another question.
It's a laptop connected to like 10 monitors. See, there's 5, 2, 2, 1. And the one on top is like freaking 100 inches.
The Endless are created using the memories of the deceased. But as memories are, in essence, collections of data, the resultant entities have no physical form. These data entities, as we might call them, have only 2 methods for interacting with the material world. One of these we saw in Living Memory, where the Endless are granted temporary bodies through the use of corporeal ether. They become much like solid ghosts that one can see and touch. The other method, which Kafkiwa employed, is the remote operation of a machine. But where do you suppose the Endless are to be found when not inhabiting a physical body? The Endless are memories, and if memories are data, then... Yes, we suspect they reside in a virtual domain, one contained entirely within an electrope-based machine. We've seen such a realm before, after all.
Oh, you mean like the Alexandria made from the Endless Fiend's memories? It all seems so real.
So this virtual domain, it would also be housed within the Meso terminal.
But how? I thought we shut down all the terminals in Living Memory.
You did. And Kafkiwa's program performed just as she intended. The Meso terminal itself was deactivated, as evidenced by the failure of the device which was keeping Spheen's body in stasis. Be that as it may, we face a master of electrope engineering. That he managed to partition and protect the sector harboring his own memories is well within the bounds of possibility.
Let us say that the Meso terminal does indeed contain a second domain, and that Calyx himself resides there. This city, on the other hand, exists here in the source. That being the case, I thought perhaps we could prevent his remote interference by closing the gate to the Golden City, and thus severing the connection between worlds.
Except I tried to close it once already when I visited Living Memory. The process required administrative authorization, a restriction I assumed at the time had been imposed by the Queen.
But now you think Calyx might be responsible.
Just as I suspected. Even now, security transmissions from throughout the Keep are being tapped by the core system and routed elsewhere. Almost every single one has you as its focus. He's keeping track of the keyholder's movements.
Time's up, and what a waste of time it's been.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Hoping to find me by tracing security data? That will not be necessary.
We're now near.
Through a not inconsiderable effort, I've taken your measure and prepared a force sufficient to subdue you. Come. I invite you to the upper reaches of the Meso Terminal. Storage device which holds my memories is there. Break the memory bank and victory is yours. I, in turn, will seek to wrest the key from you with any and every means at my disposal.
And if we refuse this invitation?
I will wait and continue to convert Alexandrians into Endless. Consider the urgency of the situation and make the wiser choice.
Answer me one question, Calyx. The Endless Fiend. When she was queen, you had her face an impossible task, then manipulated her into using the key when she was at her most desperate. If you can do all that, then why not whisk it away when her plans went to ruin? Why let it fall into our hands?
You pour salt in the wound. That disaster was a miscalculation on my part.
All the salt in your wounds, my guy.
As her end drew near, Sphene and her restructured memories had become one with the terminal's control systems. In that singular place, in that singular moment, she wielded an authority greater than mine. Thus she was able to shield you, the neighboring sovereign to whom she entrusted her nation's future, and the hero to whom she entrusted that priceless key. I am unsure to what degree she perceived my presence, but she knew that someone was watching. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
Yeah? He got.
It does. And I'm satisfied that you will take nothing more from this nation. Not one more life, not one more future, not one single smile from another child's face. You hear me?
Yeah, get fucked, Calyx. Seriously, man, you need to get laid.
Sorry for losing my temper, but there's only one way we can deal with people like Calyx.
Smack him upside the head.
Whatever grand future he envisions, someone will be made to pay the price. And I won't let that happen.
If I may, I realize it is not my place to say this. Even so, I must thank you both. On behalf of my other self, allow me to say how grateful I am to have you as our champions.
Phew. Well, that was an adventure. Why didn't you guys just stop with the voice acting? This game needs to be fully voice acted. It may not have been by the method Shale was hoping for, but at least now we know where to find Calyx and what we need to do next. Indeed, while I'm curious about Preservation's research, the key, that's an investigation for another day. Then let's head straight to the back room. We should get everyone on the same page before we make our move. Yeah! I want that outfit. I want Oblivion's outfit. Look, I'm drinking. Damn, that bastard Calyx, he waited until I was this close before snatching away my moment of triumph. And that very constantly way he spoke to us, we'll see whose time is up, you smug little weasel. Anyway, I know things didn't go to plan, but we learned a good deal about preservation that knowledge could come in handy in the days to come. I will be able to contribute much to a direct confrontation. I aim to see this through with you all providing whatever support I can. One of our own. XIV is resolved to take part in the coming battle. Heavens, I... John, we briefed Darrenville on everything that's happened and sent word to the others. We've now got to consider what our next actions will be. Calyx has offered you the opportunity to confront him directly. And though it feels much like striding face first into an ambush, we have little choice. If we are to destroy the memories he supposedly has stored in the upper reaches of the master terminal, then that is where we must go. While I'm still upset at being deprived of my moment, I nevertheless did my due diligence. Confirmed that the relay we found was indeed transmitting surveillance data to a device somewhere in living memory. When you go to fight Calyx, pray, let me fight alongside you. Let me fight for the memory of Otis and Zelenia, and for the other XIV I may have become. And most importantly, for my beloved kingdom and a joyful tomorrow. Of course, but no reckless heroics. That's my job. Yes, I understand. I promise not to subject myself or the party to needless danger. I'll be coming with you as well. You know my reasons. Indeed I do. And hardly saying, but your fellow Scions also have every intention to accompany you into battle. Yes! Let's go! I'm actually not gonna go with them in the party. No, I am not good enough in this game for that. So I don't know, Alize and the others on this point, they've already left for living memory. I'm more than ready to do the same. Just like... I'll keep patrolling the streets for signs of trouble, especially from anyone wearing neo-regulators. Should you need anything from me, I'll be on standby here in the back room. Yeah, can I have a set of that outfit? Because the fact that I don't think we have it, which is just sad. I really want to go with you too, but I know I can't. No, sometimes you have to be patient and trust in your friends. And your auntie. Oh, John, Crown and I think that we should talk to Gossan before we leave for living memory. With Calix's direction, preservation has helped shape Alexander's society for centuries. Taking him down will have serious consequences, and we need to warn the officials in charge about what we intend. In justification aside, we shall be acting against the wishes of all who desire to become endless. Exactly, we don't know if Gossan will approve or oppose our chosen course, but either way, leaving without a word is the wrong thing to do. Wuklamat! Come, we should be on our way. Resolution first, yes? Be safe, everyone. We'll see you when it's over. Let's go!
I see. A difficult situation. In the absence of an official sovereign, I agree that it is not preservation's place to dictate the future of our nation. However, I also cannot simply take a side and declare my support for your efforts to defeat Calix.
Is that because of the new regulator you wear?
I've yet to register it. I find myself caught between the fear of dying and the desire to carry out the duties of governance. My greatest concern is how we shall stem this ever-increasing terror of mortality when becoming endless is no longer an option. And that's to say nothing of the recent slaughter committed by our own soldiers. The fact that such violence was perpetrated for the very purpose of creating endless will, paradoxically, make it more difficult to endorse your chosen course. It may not seem logical, but for those who lost friends and family in the attacks, halting the creation process altogether would render the deaths of their loved ones utterly meaningless. Is it not cruel to rob them of what little solace they could claim, when we have only just learned what it is to mourn? Tell me, how are we meant to overcome such tragedies?
By facing them. Not hiding from them, you coward.
We stop begging others to teach us for a start.
Who? The people have spoken.
For the longest time, we've been protected by Queen XIV and the systems put in place by our forebears. The hardships and responsibilities of life were distant things, and we felt entitled to our comforts, even as we barely noticed those who risked everything to keep us sheltered. But no more. From now on, we need to learn on our own. How to live with the promise of death. How to endure the pain of loss. We may never learn to love such things, but we may learn to survive them. The people beyond the barrier, even the Alexandrians of old, they've all had to live with these fears. There's no reason we can't do it too.
What are you all doing here?
Malachite called us in, and the Oblivion members briefed us on the current crisis. You don't stand idly by while your house burns down. We came together and thought about how we could help.
Long story short, we've decided to join the fight alongside Oblivion. I say fight, but we're well aware of how little use we'd be in actual combat.
A battle of ideas, on the other hand. Now that we might be qualified to do something about. We'll talk to our neighbors and do our best to quell their fears. Convince them to make the most of this life and enjoy all it has to offer. Perhaps that will help to ease your burden.
It certainly will. Even if a few are assuaged by your words, it will make things easier.
Those who have already registered will be difficult to sway, but there are still many who waver. Those are the ones we'll concentrate on.
Gossen, if you truly care for the people of Alexandria, then now's the time to start thinking of ways to prevent more deaths.
Were I to become endless at the expense of my countrymen's lives, I would regret it for the rest of my existence. Forgive my weakness. When the people have lost their way, it falls to the government to support and guide them. Alexandria can rise above this sorrow and find its way forward once more. Is that not so, Your Majesty?
Indeed it is. No, that wasn't... what I meant to say was...
Calm down, Sphene.
Lamity, you used her name.
Yeah, they pretty much all knew.
The perfect resemblance to our beloved Queen Sphene has not escaped our notice. Yet we also understand that you are not her. Having to live in secret, unable to share who you really are, that must have been hard on you. When you come back, please tell us all about yourself. I imagine yours is a rather outlandish story, but we're eager to hear it all the same. You're one of us, an Alexandrian, and we don't abandon our own.
I promise to return. And when I do, I look forward to speaking with you all.
Well then, let me BRB real quick. Ugh. My achy back. Ever so welcome, Exandrians are, as ever, a stalwart people. How glad I am to be home. Thank you, Gossin. That decision must have been difficult to make. And if only I could claim the courage to do so came from within. The final push came from Alexandria's citizens and the bravery in taking the first step towards change. Speaking of which, can I ask you to lock that in a regular way where no one can get to it? That should prevent the restrictions from reaching the target number. I should be glad to do so, but I fear it would be to no avail. According to our most recent surveys, the number of irregulars in circulation exceeds the stated 5,000. I surmise the surplus units are to account for those like myself who had straight far or otherwise hesitant to register. That doesn't sound like the Calyx would do. Well, we'll have to face them either way, so no point in delaying the inevitable. On to living memory.
Things seem much the same.
So listen, you have nothing more to fear than any other normal day. Deep breaths. We'll get through this.
You'd be telling them much the same if you were here. I suppose it falls to me now.
Look, it's Kafkiwa! Yeah, he carries his mother with him. Okay. Speak with Ishtola. Dawntrail. Later. It's good to see our comrades hailing girded for battle. As for us, we've been ahead to inspect the lay of the land. There were no changes of note aside from with the massive terminal itself. Oh, this is both back to back. Yikes. Whew. Why? What's happened to the massive terminal? The wall has received to provide a convenient entrance into the structure's interior. There's no such ingress when last we were here, so we must assume that Calyx has since manipulated the terminal's electro. All to facilitate his most gracious invitation to the upper levels. An invitation I'm eager to accept. For the sake of all who love Alexandria, I will not yield nor leave them to despair. Why does it look so depressing all of a sudden? Hold on. It was not like this when I was last here. I don't think. And I was doing Fates here for a while. A terminal invitation. Your solo would proceed to the Meso terminal. Let's go! I believe everyone determined to be here is present and accounted for. Shall we make our way to the terminal? We wouldn't wish to keep our insistent host waiting. Na, 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 na. Oh, it's just across the way. There's like no point. I don't have my bike. Let me mount guide. Wait. What's the mount music for thing? Well, here we are again, facing another battle side Alexandra's fate. If for 4 centuries I slept here, upon awakening I found the world as I knew it had changed. So far in the first I can recognize a single thing, and thought everything I loved had gone to dust. Yet beneath the unfamiliar surface, much remained the same. For that, I give thanks to Otis and Zelenia and their royal knights who lay their lives on the line to defend our way of life. I think every Alexandrian believed in our future and passed on our legacy. Think about yourself who so loved this kingdom of ours, and I thank you all for kindling this hope in my heart, this courage to take up arms and fight once more. So let us make our stand together and fight for what we hold dear. Hoorah! Kind and gentle Queen's Fiend was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria and devour of worlds. That hurts. Together we stand, together we fight. You have my gratitude, and surely Otis and Zelena will join us in spirit. Let's head inside and finish this. In the upper reaches of this terminal awaits the device which holds Calix's memories. Falls to us to make the climb and destroy it once and for all. Aye, we must bring matters to a definitive end. We will not suffer him to cause Alexandria further harm, nor claim the key. The Queen entrusted it to John for good reason. Besides, it would be a tragedy indeed to relinquish a oath with so much research potential. Apparently Calix thinks he's taken your measure. I urge you to correct that misguided assumption. Of course. I wholeheartedly concur, yet would still counsel caution that he would be so bold as to extend us an invitation to speak to tremendous confidence in his preparations. Come friends, we set forth into the midst of dreaming endless. The Meso terminal, now accessible. Let's go! Never mind. Boom.
Ah, you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down.
Okay, that's because the tank DC. We got overwhelmed, which is fine. You know, internet problems do happen. Because the question mark, they DC'd again. Oh no, we're doomed. when the DC inevitably happens again.
I've created new endless for you. Not all are warriors, but they will follow order. Kill and survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage for battle. The memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die.
Gremlin mode activate. Oh, we're about to get smacked up.
Overburdened the system. No matter, it served its purpose.
I better hear that. I better hear the jingle. For Alexandria! I wish I had a giant hammer. Come on. Come on, game. Oh, Celia could also get it. No?
Next we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight.
Oh, nope. She got 31.
These are loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals. Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it?
Accidental death. Ow! What the hell? Okay, this fight's a bit weird. Oh. Ooh. Okay, it's that one attack that's weird. But I think I figured it out. Oh! Oh, they're an insta-kill! Oh, nope, I didn't get it. Damn. Everyone figured out their fight except me.
bid you continue on.
I need something, man. Of course, I got the one for the 2 class instead of the...
Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at the gate. To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom. Very well. If one by one they fall, I'll send them all as one. Recall the anguish you felt when you faced death, and rise. Rise to defend your nation, your people, and your loved ones. Rise and meet the foe before you. An amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares. It is the mist of the storm surge. Countless lives are lost in the senseless conflict. The war swells in scope and intensity. violence or mercy. Life is dimmed with every blinding flash. Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
Yeesh! I almost fell. I was like 1 pixel off from falling. I'll be dying on the second boss, which is fine. Oh, come on! Are you saying I didn't get the pants? That's just rude. They've left me pantless. They've left me without pants. Now it's time for me to get riggedy wrecked.
Sphene?
The Endless he sent against us. They were from the time of the storm surge, before I was placed into stasis.
As far as we know, the only sector to escape the shutdown was the one containing Calix's memories. Assuming a chronological system, every other memory stored in that sector would belong to people who lived around the same period in history as he did.
Calix, how long have you pursued this madness?
We seem to have exhausted his defenses for the moment. I say we take advantage of this lull to press on.
Calix!
Well done. I commend your perseverance. The entirety of my memories are stored within this device. In the early stages of Endless Creation, we established several core tenets. One is a prohibition on memory duplication. Despite the inherent risks, I agree and abide by this. Memories are the essence of the self, and should not be diluted. We each have our goals. You seek to destroy your target. I seek to reclaim the key. Shall we forego the posturing and begin?
Do not doubt that we are here to fight, and I do not mean to lose. Yet, as one born of the same era, I must ask. Why do you pursue your evolution with such fervor? What do you hope to achieve with this eternal existence?
Your question is meaningless. I have ascertained a superior path to mankind's preservation, and that which must be done is that which I can do. What other reason do I require? Surely you have seen it. Traditional survival strategies are at odds with an increasingly complex society, leading to a breakdown of order. This course promises no liberation from pointless conflicts or inane tragedies. Physical traits do not represent the limit of our potential. Why then should we relinquish that potential when our hearts cease to beat? I realized it was past time that we corrected our heading. Nothing more.
Even then, you were always so single-minded. I too have a vision for the future, and your plan is not a part of it. I won't let you harm another Alexandrian.
Then fight we must. Thankfully, the entity I now summon will make short work of you and your comrades.
A summoning.
I love how we're just standing there. Guys?
What now?
Oh, that was...
What was that?
Jump scare.
A chill. No, something else. I feel so cold. So weak.
Across Alexandria, a certain emotion is taking hold. The fear of death. Terror for the eternal darkness that will, without fail, engulf the lives of every living thing. Allow me to introduce it to you.
I got it! I got one! 4,999 That's how many people he said they were up to! I made it just in time. Now to register. Death can't touch me now. I'm free of all that crushing fear. Forever.
Congratulations to all who have acquired a Neo-Regulator. We have reached our total of 5,000 registered users. The day of deliverance you were promised will soon be upon us.
Y'all, no.
I'll give it back! I don't want to die. I don't want to die. You think that's what I want?
Remember now. Remember your fear of dying. That terror will carry you across the threshold, make of you an endless. Your prayers will birth a miracle which commands death itself.
Dude! They got mind whammied.
What in the... What's going on?
Oh, man.
Securing the requisite ether is simple. I need only reroute lightning energy from living memory. Then I encourage the populace to define its form through hope and thought and prayer. Such an abstract method, however, is rife with unpredictable elements. What I wanted was an entity that could defeat you with utmost certainty. To that end, I set strict parameters for a concept of my own design. It was a laborious task, one that required almost more time than I had, but I managed it in the end. And now, everything is in readiness. I bid you, come forth.
What is that?
A primal summoning, and one defined by a concept, no less. How did he learn such techniques? Keep these close.
That is a false deity, brought into being through the prayers of the desperate and the hopeful. The talismans will protect your minds from being enthralled. still mean to stand against me?
Ah.
That remains to be seen.
My man thinks he's cool. Like, the ageless necropolis. Nah, I'm just and I'm gonna be right back. Alrighty, let's get to it. The Ageless Necropolis. Warcore Lardor. XIV. It's from my trip. I haven't uploaded that video yet. Okay, I need to edit and upload the vlog for San Francisco, because I was in San Francisco this past week. Now that I'm back, I can say that. Oh no, not the Ageless Necropolis. Final Fantasy always has banger music. Holy crap, that is. That is eerie as shit. Holy. Whew. Just gave me the heebie-jeebies. Grasping eternity. Necron.
Those who obstruct evolution shall suffer the rotting fate of all.
I mean, we have a zombie for a healer, so... Our sage is a zombie.
You are bound by the limits of flesh. It will betray you.
You're the traitor, my guy.
Drag them to their graves.
We've already gotten a death.
There.
I don't know what TV is. Can you not? I'm like trying to ask a question. It's like, yeah, you're dying.
Do you not see? Death is upon you.
Oh! The tank buster's a fucking AoE. Yikes.
Kill them.
That's actually terrifying. Pa-la-la-la-lam, pam, pa-la-pa-la-pam, pa-la-pa-la-pam, pam, pa-la-pa-la-la-la-la.
Bothersome. Kill them. Fear empowers fear, eroding your strength. I will reduce you to nothing. You will die for me now.
I'm like, I rate this floor a 7.8 out of 10.
death is the greatest sin a life can commit. The endless darkness engulfs me.
What happened? Did I die? I did.
Still alive. But there are ways to change that.
I almost had it. If I had gone in with, like,
There.
Viper or Bard, I would have beat its ass.
Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Everybody resists death, my guy.
I am prepared for you. Till then.
Oh, that's a bad read. Yep, healer LB3.
Fight if you must.
It has to be healer LB3.
There. You struggle in vain.
Damn it! We're stuck. I hate it.
You are bound by the limits of flesh. It will betray you. Drag them to their graves.
Essentially, what we need is,
There.
as bad as this sounds, we would have survived if I had, one, not misclicked my buttons, and two, if the healers had focused purely on healing, which is not like a thing outside of anime. Damn it. I'm starting to lose my ability to like
Do you not
evade.
see? Death is upon you. Perhaps this. Kill them. Kill them. Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength. I will reduce
Still
you
die.
to ether.
Why?
You will die for me now. Accepting death is the greatest sin a life can commit. The endless darkness engulfs you.
I died again, but at the yeah. Okay, I need to move faster.
Still alive. But there are ways to change that.
I will slowly get a hang of it over the coming whatever.
Those who do not resist death deserve it.
Shut up!
I am prepared for you. Kill them.
damn it. I got hit twice because I'm a dumbass. Not really.
Fight if you must.
I was following someone else instead of raging it. You know?
There. You struggle in vain. Once the terror takes root, it will only continue to grow. Kill them.
They just took a tank buster.
Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength.
I'm gonna wait until the last, like, 10 seconds. Or this attack animation finishes, because I'm not dealing with that nonsense. Oh, looks like it's over.
I will reduce you to ether. Those who do not resist death deserve it. I am prepared for you. Kill them.
Too much happening all at once. Oh boy. I took one of the attacks though.
There. You struggle in vain. Fear compounds fear, eroding your strength.
Ah, yeah! And that was on a less, smaller timer.
I will reduce you to ether.
No, you won't. Boom, 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 boom. No, you will not.
Those who do not resist
Dragoon!
death deserve it.
Shaky, shaky. Boom. It's got its arms like this. It's like, oh! Those hands are creepy. That's all I'm gonna say on the hands. Our zombie sage. She's an archivist. I love it.
Is it over?
Now, the memory bank.
Three different fireballs, yikes.
It's shielded.
I invited you to destroy it. I did not say I would let you.
Ah! I mean, true.
It is clear your strength cannot be gauged by ordinary means.
So he gets away.
But I anticipated as much.
Oh, hell no!
What did you do to it?
The ignorance is almost laughable. You do not understand that you yourselves are to blame. You brought death to my creation. What do you suppose happens when a being manifested by the fear of dying experiences that terror firsthand? It grows stronger.
I feel it again. That same weakness.
It will rise again and again until the lightning which infuses this entire world has been drained to its last spark. You fight a losing battle.
God damn you.
Harnessed in this manner, does it not demonstrate just how powerful mankind's aversion to death truly is? You will not prevail against this foe. I, meanwhile, will continue my crusade against mortality. So long as our memories endure, we may live on. That is the promise I offer.
So long as our memories endure. This is wrong, Calyx. You twist the meaning of those words. They are not meant to teach the living that physical death is nothing to fear.
Well, they are, but not for that reason.
They are meant meant to offer comfort to those we leave behind.
Okay, tell me about both.
I know that litany all too well. I heard it time and time again over the course of the war. Help me, Shale. I must speak to Alexandria. Make my voice heard.
Oh no. Oh, Speed, what are you gonna do?
Nahe, don't you recognize me? Nahe!
What's happening? What's wrong with them?
It seems we've got 5,000 dumbasses.
What will become of us?
Fellow Alexandrians, please, heed my words.
What now? Another broadcast?
I know that voice.
Death can be frightening and terrible. I understand the desire to forget, to seek eternal life and be freed from fear. Yet, we live in this world in the here and now, the bearers of memories varied and rich. Our worries can weigh heavy, and there may be nights when the darkness feels like more than we can bear. But if we can endure those dark hours, the world will always brighten come the dawn. And in the chill of that new morning, will the memories of loved ones be there to warm us and carry us forward? So do not forget their passing. Let them be our courage. Fear not a life well lived. For one day, the memories we leave behind will be the warmth another needs when their morning finds them.
She's disconnecting everyone from Necron so that it has nothing to pull on. Smart. Remove the worshippers and the worshipped is gone.
What is this reaction? An irregular factor in the equation. Eliminate her.
And I'm just like, nope.
No, you don't!
My man has an iPad.
Memories cannot be duplicated, but they can be transferred.
the primal to us. Hurry and take care of that memory bank.
Oh yeah, we don't. It's gonna be like 99%, and that's when it dies. Essentially making it 0. That's how these things always happen. Although sometimes they do succeed, so... The exertion's making her believe it.
Gave her my word! I promised I would protect her people!
And we will protect them! Together!
Ether charged! Yikes! Force. We already know she can break through barriers with just sheer brute force. She did it at the end of 7.0. We're all like, Everyone, start casting spells!
The others.
Oh. Hey? Warrior of Lifetime, let's go! Oh shit. Come on! Come on! Show us the counter! Show us the counter, damn it! We just completely destroyed the area. Damn. Bro, her hands are bloody. That's, unfortunate.
Careful. You're badly hurt. You'd be lucky if you only broke a bone or two. It won't be long until your fever rises. We need to see you back to Tuliolo and into the care of a chirurgeon.
Chirurgeon! I hate that word. It's because it's so hard to say. Chirurgeon! I'm not helping my inability to say it properly.
I kept my promise.
Thank you, Lamati.
Finally beat up Necron. Okay. She has yet to regain consciousness, but worry not, Lamati will be fine. Been in touch with Val Kona, and he has made arrangements to convey her home, but she means to come and fetch Lamati himself, apparently. Given the extent of her injuries and exertions, she'll likely spend many days abed. Oh, Wuklamat. You just can't help yourself, can you? Like a certain someone. That said, we couldn't have done it without you. Like a certain someone! Ow! Rude. But also accurate. It's like danger? Whee! Boom! We're terrible about this, but I mean, hey. And once she had the barrier down, you saw to it that Calix's stored memories were destroyed along with the memory bank. Which means preservation is no more, I pray. No longer will Calix dictate the course of our people. No longer will grief be locked away or forgotten. The freedom to feel joy and sadness, to feel all that we are meant to experience, is in the hands of Alexandrians once more. I could never thank you enough. When we are rested and ready, we shall have to conduct a thorough investigation to how Calix came to know that somebody ritual. Aye, for where there are primals, the Asians are never far. But they're gone. And was considered that those who offered up prayers during the ceremony may very well have fallen under the entity's sway. I shall wait here with our patient until Valcon arrives. Feel free to go on ahead and tend to Alexandra's needs in the meantime. Yes, we should get going. I'll contact Shale en route and ask for an update on the situation in the city. Shall we make for the outskirts first then? We can check on things there before heading into Everkeep. No, and everyone knows what it means to be enthralled by a primal. The outskirts seem untouched by trouble, as far as I can tell, but what if something awful has happened? Deep breaths, Fiend, Aaron, Vil, and Chill have brought me up to speed. First off, just to be feared, those who adopted the irregulars appear to have been enthralled. So far, however, they've not shown any hostility towards others. I suspect this was due to the calming effect of your broadcast. Government administrators are presently working with the rest of the citizenry to bring the afflicted into the care of the authorities, and I'm happy to report that this seems to be proceeding in a largely peaceful manner. Which is all well and good, but the state officials are understandably requesting an explanation of events. Raha, Kryl, would you be able to handle that? Certainly, we shall return to aid with the treatment efforts forthwith. Meanwhile, I might suggest you look in on the people you fought so very hard to save. It may ease your mind to see the fruits of your efforts firsthand. Thank you again. How very fortunate we are to have you as our allies. Okay, I feel weird like this, so... Blades in waiting. Sphene wishes to check on the state of the outskirts. Ow! 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 Oh, shh! Oh! 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 We're back. Map will take you up on your suggestion only. I'm concerned that, given who I am, approaching those unaware of my return may only serve to confuse them further. Then why not speak with Mahosa? She works the fields at Yipye's Halo not far from here. As one of those who came to see you off before clash with Calyx, she will surely be glad to know you are safe and sound. One excellent idea. I think I should do just that. Thank you, Crow. Look who it is. Good to see you again, hale and healthy. Sorry we did not get word to you sooner. How is everyone? Well, nothing terrible befell us as such. The irregular crowd did all start acting strange at the same time, though. Pepoane was one of them. I'm told the authorities are attending to him at a medical facility. You didn't worry. With the proper treatment, we'll soon have everyone back to their normal selves. And sure, I'm glad to hear that. I'd like to not lose any more friends if it can be helped. Mood. And it's not just to death, it's just in general. Like, there's a very annoying concept that has prevailed the internet. It's the whole people fade thing. No, they don't. They don't just fade, as it were, without, like, outside influence, or you just being a complete utter dumbass. People may change as they grow and whatnot. They don't change that much. I was here that the Queen Sphene who tried to entice us to become endless turned out to be an imposter. What kind of heartless villain preys on people's insecurities like that? You know, despite the danger to yourselves, you and yours made sure to put a stop to it, if I understand things correctly. Yeah, we nearly died. Then we owe you a debt of gratitude. It's up to each of us now to make the most of what you've given us. We're alive because of you, and while we live and breathe, our future is ours to decide. Your broadcast was a message of hope, for me, for everyone. Now I really should be going. We still have to keep things running without Pepoane and the others, and the outskirts need all the spare hands they can get. Is there anything I might do to help heal the enthralled? Quite a lot, in fact. I could very much use a mage of your ability. Yeah, you can use magic, right? Top shop to the nearest medical facility. Would you just blast people with ether? Or blast a familiar with ether as it blasts them with ether, which is just really weird. Actually, this would be a good opportunity to round up other arcane practitioners and teach everyone how to use the porxies. The knowledge will come in handy for treating Levin sickness as well. Yeah. Wonderful, I shall petition Gosan to spread the word. The Queen! When the Queen asks you to do something. Our outskirts tour is cancelled, it would seem. She's like, it seems the tour is cancelled. The Basin Queen. People first. Even if it is. By the way, John, Alfino told me that Cohen arrived to escort Lama T back to Tuliolo. Alfino himself returning to Alexandria momentarily. So between the two of us, I think we can sort out the treatment arrangements. Given all that, I mind to ask you a different favor. Would you mind looking in on Gululja? According to Shale, he's been running around the kingdom, determined to personally solve every problem. That is adorable. And also based. He's just like, I must help my peoples. Which, to be fair, he needs to take breaks still, so we should probably stop him. He's a kid, after all. Last year, he was pitching in over at the Drift Downs with Aaronville. If you ask Tapu, I believe her name was, she should be able to point you in their general direction. I'm forever wishing we could change the color of Rising Phoenix. Though, to be fair, it makes sense that it's red. I know that voice, and happy I am to hear it. We all prayed fervently for your safe return. Oh yeah, she's blind. Looking for Guluja, are you? He was here asking if we need help with anything, or if we had noticed anyone who had been acting strangely. He sounded exhausted, so I told him we were fine for the moment and insisted he take a rest. I can only hope he will heed my advice. I believe he ran off towards the ruins of old Alexandria. He always did seem to like it there. I tried to go there, but you can't, which is really sad.
Oh, welcome back.
It's been a trial, hasn't it?
We heard from Kona. He said that Lamachi is in no immediate danger and should make a full recovery.
Vow of resolve indeed. Resolve to be as reckless as ever. She might spare a thought for us helpless spectators from time to time.
You and Lamachi and all the others fought so bravely for Alexandria. And what did I do? I was useless, even with the king's authority. If I were strong, more people might still be alive. But I'm weak. So weak.
That's right. And you have your whole life ahead of you. We all start somewhere.
Actually, There's something I'd like you to see. My father and Odyssey's swords. I asked Lamachi to bring them here. I've decided to train under a Landsguard soldier and become a swordsman.
That's a big commitment.
I'm still not sure if I want to be the King of Resolve, but I want to be strong enough to protect the people I love. So I'll train as hard as I can, and then I'll come back here when I'm ready to take up these blades. That's the path I've decided on.
He's a Viper.
Good for you, Gululcha. I look forward to seeing your progress.
When I'm bigger and stronger, you'll spar with me, won't you?
Yes, when you come into your own, I will beat you up to show you that you're still weak. Or that I'm just broken powerful, actually. Thank you both for listening. I'll take it one step at a time and stick with what I know for now. Like cooking the meals that Otis taught me and keeping everyone's bellies full. How does that sound? Sounds like a fine idea. Everyone's been looking hard, so I'm sure a good meal would be much appreciated. Yeah. Well, I think we've passed a milestone here. So a malm is a mile. What about the back room? If you haven't already, I'd expect Shale and the others would appreciate you stopping by to say hello. You heading to the back room? No. John, I think the stars are safe. I heard the reports, of course, but there's no substitute for actually seeing it. Welcome back. We have so much to thank you for. Shale is visibly relieved at your safe return. Now that everyone's back, I say we pause a moment, savor what we've accomplished. We've been through much in these past days, haven't we? That's an understatement. We've seen the end of a years-long struggle for Oblivion and for myself. Kafkewa and Geo would be happy for us. Oddly enough, fulfilling our purpose has somehow left me with even more work to do. The government has tasked me with conducting a more complete survey of the containment complex. Oops. Ah, the preservation facility. That lab where they study the key certainly demands further investigation. I can understand how those experiments may have led to the discovery of reflections, but they fail to explain Calyx's knowledge of primal summoning. I fear that he and his hunger for interdimensional travel are only one facet of a greater puzzle. There's still someone or something out there that may pose a threat to us. In any case, I think it prudent we secure ourselves a spot in Shale's next expedition to the 10th level. Right, I have a meeting with city officials to attend. It would be cruel to leave Raha to answer the barrage of questions alone. I should return to my work as well. My first job will be to analyze the data we pulled from Containment Complex 1029. Locate other facilities of interest. I can only hope the information we uncover will serve Alexandria in the future we want to build. Yeah. Whatever we end up finding, however, it's like to take some weeks to put the city back to rights. All these ambitious plans aside, I think you've earned a rest, don't you? A break room is yours to bunk in for as long as you like. Say the word, and I'll help you settle in. Yes. Ready for a cotton and fluffy pillow? Yeah. Graha's just like, I'm dying.
Ah, what an absurdly long report. Even working together, it took us an age to finish.
Well, to be fair, it was a rather absurd series of events. The mystery behind Grandfather's letter took us further than we could have ever imagined.
Truly. It feels like a lifetime ago that it all began.
Right then, one last bit of proofreading. Where was I? Ah, yes. The chaos which had gripped the kingdom of Alexandria was slowly but surely giving way to order once more. The thorough investigation conducted by Oblivion was one of the primary factors contributing to this recovery. Its members uncovered multiple preservation research facilities, allowing for a comprehensive study of regulator design and function. Thus have we come to understand that memories pertaining to the deceased were not erased from the minds of the living, but in truth, merely locked away. Permanent gaps in one's memory were to be avoided, as inconsistencies would arise during endless conversion and cause instability. When the time came, restoring these buried memories would be a simple matter of transmitting a signal from the Meso Terminal. Acting on this discovery, the Alexandrian government announced plans for a memory restoration initiative, open to willing participants. This reignited the discussion surrounding mortality, as people continued to debate how best to face the inevitability of death. No matter the answer at which they arrive, it is certain to herald a major shift in the nation's philosophy. Yes, that matches my understanding of events. Excellent work, Raha.
I'm glad it serves. Shall we make our way over then?
Ahead of the memory restoration, officials requested the assistance of those familiar with the processes involved. So it was that our party and Sveen, who had eagerly volunteered, accepted the task of escorting the city's representative to living memory.
Before you go, we just wanted to say that we haven't made this decision lightly. No matter how frightening or painful they may be, we need to face our memories. Not only to honor those who are gone, but to make whole those who are still here. So no second thoughts. We'll be waiting.
If anything tries to harm you, you knock it flat. Come back safely, our Sveen from another time.
It's not inaccurate.
Be safe. I'll see you soon.
Sveen from like
So sweet of you, but you needn't
400
worry.
or something like that.
I'm in very good company.
That's the first time I've ever been called
Thank
good
you
company.
all for your well wishes.
Despite the disruption caused by the dome's arrival, the people in the surrounding region have since reclaimed their normal lives. The Taral which Galul Jar Jar united is nothing if not resilient. The winds of change are fickle. A sudden gust often the bearer of challenging trials. But so too do they spur us onward, keeping our feet ever moving along life's path.
Yeah. He's just, I'm dying! I think that's the guy we beat up earlier, right? Like, a long ass time ago. I think it's like 2 years ago now, or a year ago?
You'll soon be on your way to Yaktel then.
Yes, we've just come from making arrangements with the dirigible master. Preparations for the flight are still underway, so I'm doing a little sightseeing. My gratitude to the Landsguard for providing us with the permits we need to visit the Skydeep Cenotaph.
Of course. We'd hardly refuse a direct request from the vow of Rayson.
Our vigilant comrades at the gate will see you safely through.
Wooklamart isn't here, of course. She is still convalescing, I take it.
Indeed. She's presently confined to bed and permitted no visitors. Weakened as she is, we cannot be too careful. I can scarcely sleep at night for the worry.
Oh my. Please, forgive me. I hadn't realized her condition was so serious. I pray she makes a full recovery soon.
Coda's just like, what?
Greetings! What a rare pleasure this is! Is something wrong? Your friend looks like she had some bad news.
She wanted to visit the vow of resolve.
And there's little reason she couldn't have.
Is there something you wish to say?
I see, I see. I'm glad there's nothing terrible afoot. And yet, where there's a need... Sorry, I just remembered a pressing errand. Let's talk again soon.
The Alexandrians, I understand, have teachings similar to that of the Yokui. Our flesh may wither and die, but so long as we are remembered, we are never truly gone. My father's last words. I've long considered their meaning. The living can find strength in the memories of those we've lost. They can help us rise to meet our trials in the present. That was certainly true of myself. So I have faith that the people of Alexandria too will be stronger for their grief.
It may be as you say. If we did not remember our lost siblings, we would not be where we are now.
Or be who we've become.
We all have memories like that, I bet.
Well, we made it. The journey was so smooth as to be almost disappointing.
Oh, a man after my own
I
heart.
can only agree. Especially after our first visit felt so fraught with danger.
It's the curse of experience, my friends. Before we know it, the extraordinary becomes everyday. Life is an accumulation of such things, both the happy times and the sad.
Right. Let's go over Shale's instructions on performing the memory restoration. The first step is to reactivate all the terminals at the same time. This will supply the ether necessary to operate the equipment, without creating any new Endless, of course. Once things are up and running, we use the Meso terminal to transmit the signal and unlock the sealed memories. There are 5 terminals in total. Might you lend us a hand with one, Sphene?
Okay.
Yes, I can do that.
Not to butt in, but would you mind letting me take it?
Eh. What the fuck?
Damachi!
Should you be up and about?
She's like, oh.
I'm fine. My worrywart of a brother exaggerates. Mablu came by to fill me in on your plans. After that, I couldn't stand being cooped up a moment longer, so she helped me sneak out of the palace.
Oh. How's the rest?
I'm so glad to see you're well.
Sorry Kona made you think I was at death's door. I was keeping up with reports and know what's been happening in Alexandria. I made the decision to erase the Endless, and bore witness to their final moments. And though it's only a tiny fragment, their hopes live on in me. I feel responsible for making sure that they're remembered, that their legacy is passed on. So please, let me help with sending the signal.
You've made a convincing case, but do take it slowly. The way is not without its perils.
I'll be careful. Thanks.
Very well then. I leave these tasks in your capable hands.
All right, everyone. Begin.
It's back. Whew.
Was the sight we saw no more than a trick of the light? Or was it a gift? The Terminal's parting miracle? But those days are gone. We chose to move forward. We hold fast to our memories of sorrow and of grief. That we might live full in the present ere the time of departure comes.
Let's go home. To our beloved Alexandria.
The problem with this is, in theory, if something like this is happening in the real world, you'd be hit by all of the grief all at once. Unless it has, like, protections in place. And there it is.
Mother, you protected me. I remember now.
In soft golden light, the memories of the lost returned. There to be clutched tight by loved ones, never again to be surrendered.
I am humbled by all you have done in service to our nation. On behalf of its people, I offer our most heartfelt gratitude.
We were only too happy to help. There are still problems left to solve, of course, but you've taken an important step forward.
We have. It's as if we were frozen in time, but now the ice has begun to thaw. Alexandria will thrive again. Mark my words.
What will you do now, Sven?
Ah, yes. Well, that will depend on Gossen. With your permission, I wish to continue living in Alexandria. Those dear to me laid down their lives for this nation in bygone days, and I fought alongside new comrades to defend it. I would continue serving it if you'd let me. So please, accept me as one of your citizens.
That will not do.
Keep going.
I see. I suppose my presence would cause too much confusion.
Not what he meant.
Now hold on a moment. You have to reconsider. I'll vouch for her myself.
Oh dear, do forgive me. I've caused a misunderstanding. What I meant to say is, it will not do for you to be an ordinary citizen. The people have been most insistent that you take your rightful place as queen.
Ah! Oh,
as queen?
I saw that coming.
When despair held us in its thrall, it was your voice, your words, which led us to salvation. We would not ask that you perform the same duties as our previous ruler. The structure of both government and nation is to be re-examined and revised such that the burden doesn't fall upon you alone. If that is acceptable, we implore you, please live among us and lend us your gentle guidance. The Alexandrian monarchs of old cared for us and fought for us, and you stand proud among them.
But I... Oh, what of Galuja? You have him, don't you?
Alexandria has 2 thrones to fill now. What one ruler might struggle with, the 2 of you can accomplish together. Galuja's still young though, so don't expect too much of him just yet.
Yes. Yes, you're right. For centuries, my other self bore this tiara, and with it the hopes and dreams of Alexandrians. I will not let them go unanswered. I will heed the wishes of the people. With peace and prosperity for Alexandria as my foremost purpose, I accept the role of Queen of Reason.
It's not an easy road, but we'll walk it side by side.
This is getting copyright claimed. I know it.
That way, neither of us gets lost.
Thank you. Thank you all so much.
Thank you for your kind encouragement, John. Muklamat is right. Ours will not be an easy road. With your words telling me strength, I shall take it one step at a time. And Toliola will be there to support you. Speaking of which, I should be getting back to the palace. I'll make my next visit an official one. No sticking out under Kona's nose like this time. The vows of resolve and reason will both come, and we can discuss our futures together. I look forward to it. Shall we begin the journey home then? I expect some confusion among the citizens with restored memories, and I'd be present to offer them aid. Well, I believe this marks the end to my role as guide. I was intending to accompany Uklama back to Tuliolo. What are your plans, John? Didn't you have other matters yet to attend to in Alexandria? No, you need to stop by the palace first. Because been wanting to think you properly, but with everything going on, he hasn't had the chance. Please come back with us, or I'll never hear the end of it. It's good to be home. Thanks for coming along. Asgard here too. The Asgard said my training would begin right away, so I'll be staying in Tuliolo a while. We believe in you, Galulja, and whenever you need advice, your aunt is always happy to give it. Oh dear, our vow of reason is out of sorts. Can you blame me? Lamati, you're supposed to be convalescing in bed. So, you would study the way of the blade, Galulja? Is that not allowed? A familiar training on condition. You only practice swordplay in the presence of a grown-up. That's not a condition. Yes, Kona, I promise. It won't be long before you're good enough to train without a minder. You take too much after your sire and grandsire for that. Yeah, that also true. Wait, so if you're back here, does that mean everyone already got their memories back? Not everyone. So that was that. My days of meddling into Alexandrian affairs are over. It all turned out for the best. The former queen really did love her people. It's one that her love lives on in Sphene. It truly is. With that love as the foundation of her rule, the new queen will be a font of hope for Alexandria. There's no better way for a life and legacy to forever endure. You'll be heading back there, won't you? To Alexandria. I don't pretend that I fully understand the workings of the key or the reflections, and I know I couldn't have stopped Cax without you. Nor fulfilled my promise to the endless fiend. Thank you, John, from the bottom of my heart. I do believe this is the point where we update. If you come and visit us again, Tuliolo, you'll always be welcome here. Landsguard messenger in Tuliolo. Okay, it's time I've done myself once I've made the necessary preparations and ready to embark on an extended journey. Well, I expect my days will be filled with administrative duties much as they already are. I'm hoping to compile a comprehensive history of Tuliolo, however. The tale of our beautiful and resilient nation should be preserved for the future, with each successive generation adding their own chapter to the saga. I think I've learned to be happy with who I am, John. Even when I make mistakes and cry and look silly. It's all because of the amazing things I've seen with you. They remind me there's always tomorrow. I mean, I'm getting teary-eyed right now. Becoming resolve is not something I need to think about until I'm older, but my father's authority did pass to me, so until that day comes, I'll study and train and do the best I can. You've really come far, Galulja, and you'll keep on doing us proud, I'm sure of it. I guess you have to go now, so be safe and enjoy travels. We'll miss you. Send our best to Sphene and the others. That is the next quest. John, you're here. We were just discussing what is to be done after the coronation ceremony. Our heretofore Iceland Kingdom must join its peers on the world stage. The fact that Alexander is, or was, a nation of the night will be the cause of some consternation. In May smooth introductions were the signs to provide an explanation for its arrival in the source. I just heard the Atheris' leaders are well accustomed to hear Alphino report of fantastical events. I love that. Atheris' leaders are well accustomed to hearing Alphino report on fantastical events. Like, way to throw your brother into the bus. Once again, I'm in your debt. I dread to imagine what might have come to pass had you never come to our aid. I had other news. Those participating in the restoration have expressed the desire to hold a funerary service. Rather than suppress their grief, they would embrace it, creating in their hearts a place for gentle remembrance. We have yet to hammer out the details, but I was thinking we might host this service on the highest level of Everkeep. Since my time, we have believed that the party continued their journey beyond the clouds. I'm glad you agree. Some have yet to receive their requested memories, however, so we shall wait until the initial wave of restoration is complete before proceeding. After so long distracting themselves from the realities of death, the Alexanders are to be commended for their courage. Yes, 'tis a tremendously brave thing they're doing. Perhaps our hearts can never capture memory as perfectly as data in a file. But what precious recollections we do keep will guide and sustain us as we fulfill the promise of tomorrow. Hey, she said the thing. You have busy days ahead of you, Your Majesty. Oblivion stands ready to pitch in as needed. Oh, and what of my investigations, Shale? hope you've left some time in your schedule for me. Do you recall my first tour of the city after I awoke? It was also strange and frightening, but I've only grown more at home here ever since. That I now feel part of the return to Alexandria is in large part thanks to your patient guidance. And so here I'll remain. Should you ever have a need of my aid with anything at all, pray do not hesitate to ask. So few of us will stay here a while as it happens. We've made several interesting breakthroughs and have no shortage of mysteries into which we would delve. Then be welcome as honored guests for as long as you like. You are and always will be my cherished comrades. Ugh. Alright, what's the funny excerpt?
This is absurd. I have neither heart nor lungs. I was overconfident. Prudent course would have been to wait until I'd calculated an insurmountable advantage. A rash decision. One perhaps influenced by the others and their developments. But no matter. Learn from this setback and next time...
Yep, called it.
Next time? How much time and effort did I pour into this master plan? I had it. I had it. At long last, I was to open a new path. Those imbeciles and their damnable heroics. Detected the stench of failure already, have you? Such a keen sense of smell. Yes, I will give my report, as is protocol. Be sure our winter peers are apprised of the details.
Interesting. If none shall know eternity, what waits for those who hold the key? Hey, we're done. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today's stream. I will be back tomorrow with the new rates. Anyway, I'll see you guys then. Goodbye.